Stop by our booth and check out the latest high-performance bowling balls from Storm and Rotogrip. Featured balls for 2012 are the Virtual Gravity Nano Pearl and the new Vivid, launching March 1st. Like us on Facebook.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Storm Rewind. I'm Randy Pedersen, and this is your one-stop shop for all your PBA news and info. Now normally we talk about what transpired on last week's show, we talk about the winners and the events, but this is going to be a preview of the upcoming 69th United States Open that's going to be on February 26th. It'll be aired live on ESPN at 3 o'clock. What I'd like to talk about today is what I think that we can look for in terms of the players that you'll see on that telecast. Remember, it's going to be a four-man or four-person, I should say, step-ladder finals. You can't count the women out, as we saw a couple of years ago at the Tournament of Champions with Kelly Kulick. But I think traditionally over the years, what makes the U.S. Open one of my favorite events of all is the fact that, one, it's a grueling event. The number of games, more games bowled in this event than any other tournament throughout the season. And then second, the brutal oil patterns. The oil pattern is so tough, it's like tough as Texas toilet paper. It doesn't take crap off of anybody. And so with that being said, that combination, a lot of games, match play, head-to-head, round-robin match play, tough oil patterns, it tends to lend itself to allowing the greatest players in the world to make TV. And what I mean by that is the more games that are bowled, the tougher the old pattern, the cream starts to rise to the top. And that's what we've seen over the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And just take a look at the past champions. You talk about guys like Mika Koivuniemi, Chris Barnes, Bill O'Neill, and how about Norm Duke that's won it 2 out of the last 4 years and almost made it 3 out of the last 4 years, only to lose to Mike Scroggins and finish second just a couple of years ago. The reason why I think Norm Duke does so well in this event is, number one, the venue. Carolier Lanes, it's an 80-lane center and it's broken up into 2 sections, but the center really plays like 4 different bowling centers. And I don't think there's a player on tour that has a better roadmap or schematic for Carolier Lanes than Norm Duke. When Norm Duke makes the turn and goes from 79 and 80 down to lanes 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, he knows exactly what move to make, what ball change to make, and where to stand and throw it on the lane. And I think that's why he's been so good there. Also, typically on a U.S. Open oil pattern, you kind of got to keep your target in front of you. You can't really open the entire lane surface up. You can't really overpower the lane conditions, except we did see Tommy Jones do that one year when he was actually lofting the ball to the arrows, yet throwing it very straight and keeping his target in front of him. But it's not an old pattern where you can stand left and throw it right as far as you want. And so I think, number one, he's a great technician. He's a great strategist. He keeps his target in front of him. He loves to throw it straight. When he can throw it straight and it's conducive to the oil pattern, very tough to beat, that Norm Duke. And he makes the spares. He's a great spare shooter. And I think that's a great combination. I think that's why he's won some of the U.S. Opens. Another guy not to count out, Pete Weber. His track record at Carolier, not as good as the Norm Duke. So you turn on ESPN at 3 o'clock, you're going to see 4 superstars of the PBA Tour. And, we've got enough of them. But I guarantee you don't make the finals at a U.S. Open getting lucky. You earn every bit of what you get there, and you earn your way to that telecast.